Hey, what's going on? It's Rick here, and we're going to do something different for this edition of MetaPlay. I've gotten a lot of requests for a what is on my iPhone, what is on my iPad video, and so today I'm going to do a what is on my iPhone 6 Plus. Now, it's going to be kind of a consolidated edition here. I'm not going to open everything up. I'm going to talk to things, some things a little bit more than others, because if I was to go through it all, this video could easily extend to the 30-minute mark, possibly even beyond, and that's just a little bit long in my opinion. So I'm going to kind of blast through, but if you see apps, if you have questions, please feel free to let me know down below. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, it's at metagamers. And certainly if you want to see more of something that I've spoken about that's on my phone, by all means, leave a comment, hit me up on Twitter, because what I can do is a future video on it. Now, this is my iPhone 6 Plus, and some people have asked me, of course, on my lock screen, I've got Sonic the Hedgehog, but what you're looking at behind all of these icons here is kind of an artist impression or rendition of Maleficent. And you can see what that looks like there. So I like that. It's pretty cool. But aside from that, here's my home screen. Really not much has changed. You're going to find all the standard stuff here for the most part. Messages, calendars, photos, camera, stocks, maps, weather, clock, calculator, the iTunes store, the App Store. I've got my YouTube app right there, notes, settings, Game Center, Passbook, the health app, of course, Google Maps, FaceTime. I do have the YouTube Studio app on here, and something called Facetune, which I'll open up real quick. This is a pretty neat app. It's, if you think of magazines and how they airbrush a lot of photos, that's what this app lets you do, but very, very easily. Now, these are demo photos that come with the app. And as you can see kind of the face here, if I wanted to smooth it out, for example, you can do all kinds of stuff, details, reshaping, patching, colors, things like that. But check out the smoothing. I can, of course, zoom in for better control over the results, but watch what happens here. You saw the before, and just smoothing over the skin kind of gives it a much cleaner look, and you can enhance that effect or not. So that's kind of the after, but watch what happens if I go to the before. Quite a big difference just for that small effort. So if you like playing around with your photos, at least on your phone and not on the computer, Facetune's worth looking into. It's pretty cool. Down below, I've got my phone icon, mail, Safari, and music, because I'm always listening to music on my phone, and I've got a ton of music here. I won't get into that here. Bunch of different folders here. Like I said, I'm going to blast through these, so if you have questions, let me know. Under the entertainment folder, I've got my PlayStation as well as my Xbox One Smart Glass app. I've got my DirecTV app, my videos app for any of the videos that I have basically purchased and downloaded, and you can see them all here. Of course, they're not all there, but most of them are. The YouTube Capture app, which I probably should get rid of. I don't really use it. Of course, being a hockey fan, specifically of the San Jose Sharks, I've got their app, which is going to show when the next games are and things like that. I do have the Pokemon TV app, which if you've got kids that love Pokemon, if you love Pokemon and you haven't grabbed this yet, it is on the iPad as well as the iPhone. It's a great app because it's going to give you not only some news and information, but more importantly, it basically allows you to watch just all kinds of episodes of Pokemon from your phone, from your tablet. And so it's very cool in that regard. And it's been a big hit in my family. The two apps that I publish, so the Market the Movies app and the Metagamers app, which, by the way, are getting an update very, very soon, both of them. If you guys like movies, if you guys like celebrity news and things like that, I encourage you to check out the Market the Movies app. And then, of course, the Metagamers app is for this channel. Action Movie is an old app. It's been out for a while. If you film videos, you can do things like add really neat effects, you know, choppers flying into the scene, boulders falling down, things like that. It's pretty neat. Been around for a while. A lot of it's free, some of it's pay. Within the app if you want to add other things. Of course, the Twitch app for streaming video game content, allowing to see it, things like that. And then Amazon Instant Video, as I'm a Prime member of Amazon, this gives me the capability of watching their library of content. So that's what I can do there. Under the finance folder, I mean, nothing really special here. AdSense and AT&T and my banking information on the next page. Under lifestyle, I've got my eBay app, which I use occasionally. The Starbucks app for things such as buying my coffee when I do that. The GameStop app, which, you know, trading in video games at GameStop can sometimes be beneficial. I know you can get a lot more money for your video games selling them on Craigslist and things like that. But here's the thing I didn't know about this app that's worth calling out. If I've looked on the GameStop website, and maybe I'm just missing it, I don't see an area where you can search for trade-in values. And in this app, the cool thing here is down below in trade, you can say find trade values, and then you can choose what you're looking to trade in. Let's go to games, and this is going to let you search for any game, and it's going to give you any value. So for example, let me just type in Halo, and I don't know, let's do Halo Wars. And there it is for the Xbox 360 Halo Wars, and it gives me what the value is on the trade-in here. So I wasn't aware of that on the website because I've always kind of looked, where can I find details on trade-in values? They usually only give like the top 10 trade-in values. In the app, you can get it for anything. So that's pretty cool. And that makes that app worth it to me. Reminders, the Amazon app, because that's where I do a lot of shopping. Amazon Local, which is kind of like a Groupon. I don't really use it all that much anymore. Same thing goes with Yelp and Groupon. I don't use those all that much, but they're here nonetheless. And then the Apple Store app for the times that I want to browse what they've got, kind of see configurations of Macs and things that I can't afford, but it's nice to look at. Kind of school lunches app here to manage my kids' school lunch balance, and then a doctor app, and then the Target Cartwheel app, which basically I got it one day because they were doing some coupon deals through it, and I haven't used it since. Under social, here's all the social media apps that I have. So LinkedIn, Facebook. Tweetbot is the client I use for Twitter. However, I also have the official Twitter client for the times that Tweetbot fails me, which has not happened yet. Google Plus, the Pages Manager for my Facebook Metagamers page. Skype, Vimeo, Vine, which I never use. Pinterest, Find Friends, and Instagram. And that is the social folder. Under the games folder, this is where a lot of content is. So Minecraft Pocket Edition, always a big hit in my family. Slingo, which is kind of like a Vegas-style bingo / slot machine. And that's an older app, but a lot of fun. Punch Quest, which is kind of this old style game. I'll open it real fast here and you'll see what I'm talking about here. And you can kind of see, you can play it in a couple of different ways. And let's just go ahead and resume the game, and you can see what this looks like. So you just kind of run and you get these skeletons, and there's bosses, and you can actually level up your weapons. You can actually turn into an angry goat, I think it is. It's a lot of fun, and it's just a short game that you can jump into and have a good time with. Dragon Veil, of course, Terraria. This poker game is basically, if you like video poker in the casinos, then this is a really good kind of rendition of that. It looks very much like what you'd find in any casino for video poker. Temple Run 2, Junk Jack X, which is the new update for Halloween that they pushed out, which is a pretty big one. And, you know, if you like Minecraft, if you like Terraria, Junk Jack X, you probably like it as well. Five Nights at Freddy's, which I can't get into this game. I don't know. I'm missing something on it. More on that later. Goblin Sword, which I've shown you in an app spotlight video before. Time Surfer, Pirates Plunder, Star Wars Commander, Infinity Blade 3. Tiny Death Star, which has since been removed from the App Store. I guess, I don't know why, but it has. Star Wars Pinball 3, Zen Pinball, which is basically, these two are the same. They just, Star Wars Pinball 3 puts all the Star Wars tables in one app. Of course, you have to buy some of them. Zen Pinball has all the tables they make in one app, but of course you have to buy the ones and download the ones that you want. Bastion, which is a showcase title for, in my opinion, the iPhone and the iPad. It's a game that was on the 360 before, but it's beautiful. Choo Choo Rocket, old Dreamcast game there. Costume Quest is another kind of trick-or-treat Halloween-style game made by the brilliant team at Double Fine and Tim Schafer. And those guys made the game Psychonauts and just all kinds of really unique games. I love Costume Quest. Costume Quest 2 just came out. Of course, not on tablets, but Steam, I believe it is. Vegas Slots, so My Vegas. Oceanhorn, Peggle Classic, Shantae, Wayward Souls, Walking Dead, Little Inferno, Plants vs. Zombies 2, Coin Drop, Candy Crush, Frozen Freefall, which is like Candy Crush, but in the Frozen universe. Final Fantasy IV, Amazing Creatures, kind of like a Pokemon game, sort of. Skylanders Collection Vault, The new Words with Friends, so I just picked this up again. If you guys want to play, I'm Psychonaut. And then the next few games I just downloaded on a whim to see what they were, try them out, because I saw them on the App Store for like Halloween and stuff. Blood Mask, Dark Legends, a 2K game called Haunted Hollow, which I enjoy. I played that before. Skylanders Cloud Patrol, another My Vegas game. This one is Blackjack. Then I've got Outcast, Unpossible, Hyper Squares, and then Camp Pokemon, which is the next App Spotlight game I'll be doing. And then Heads Up. So that was fast, I know. But again, if you want to see them up close, let me know which ones. I can answer questions. I can do future videos on them. Under the business section, these are really more about just kind of staying current with what's going in the industry. And so there's a lot of job searching apps in there. It's always good to keep your skills sharp and just see what's happening out there. So that's what you're going to find here. Indeed, Career Builder, LinkUp, LinkedIn, Dice Monster, Simply Hire, JobMo, and Dice. And then for whatever reason, I put my my LFS Lexus app in here. I got a CT200. Some of you guys have asked me that before. So under music, I've got Note to Self, Voice Memos, a Old Fire Recorder, Pandora, MadPad, which I'm going to come back and talk about that sometime in the future. It's fun. SoundCloud, Sonos. I have one Sonos Play 3 in the house. Rode Recorder for the Rode lavalier microphone that goes into the iPhone. Vivo, and podcasts. And then we go into the books. I've got Kindle, a few different versions of the Bible here, as well as a church app for the church that I go to. And then I've got some news apps here for Joystick, IGN, and Gadget, Pro Wrestling app. Of course, WWE, that's the network, so I can watch the network, WWE Network on the phone, and then a Reddit app. And then under utilities, I've got Speed Test, Find My iPhone, Compass, WordPress, Nest for my Nest thermostats, the Airport utility for my Airport Extreme and Express, 1Password for managing my passwords, iTunes Connect for managing the two apps that I have published, Philips Hue for managing the Hue lights in my home, Eevee, which is kind of like a modified version of Siri, and ArcSpin for the occasional time now that I create those 360-degree spins for products that you've seen. Under travel, Southwest Airlines, Hotel Tonight, TripAdvisor, and Newsstand. And finally, under productivity, these are the standards: GarageBand, Numbers, iMovie, Keynote, Pages, and Tips. That's it. That is what is on, at least as of October 27th, 2014, my iPhone 6 Plus. It's not organized perfectly, and I know that I didn't go through everything, but we're at the 13-minute mark. And like I say, if you want to see any of these things, maybe in greater detail, feel free to let me know in the comments down below or hit me up on Twitter, and I might go ahead and feature a game or an app in a spotlight. So that's going to do it for this time. Thanks for watching this kind of modified edition of MetaPlay, as you saw what is on my iPhone 6 Plus. I will catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody, and have fun.